Hello guys, NautoAce here once again, and I just want to make a correction on the video on this one, and also on the one on YouTube about Angry Joe and Nintendo. That I did say that Angry Joe works with the guy with the glasses, but since I don't really follow the guy that much, so I wasn't really well aware. The last time I, the last time I knew the guy, or the last guy that I know him publicly, was he used to work with the guy with the glasses. But again, new development happened, and some of the people on the internet who actually knew, who knows Angry Joe, basically did say, yeah, he part ways with the guy with the glasses. He's doing on his own thing, but he still works with, well, his multimedia, but owned by Disney. I forget what's his name. I do apologize. So again, there was a mistake there in my video, in both videos. Like I said, the one here in Vimeo and the one also on YouTube, that I did say, oh, Joe still works with the guy with the glasses. But in actuality, as of right now, he part ways with him. So I want to apologize for that mistake there, because I wasn't aware, and like I said, I don't follow the guy. So with that, here's the main show. Disclaimer: this is going to be a controversial vlog because I'll be basically going to address Angry Joe's video about his Nintendo rant. Yes, it is controversial because the reason is this going to be a response to Angry Joe, and it's gonna be mostly negative. And if you're an Angry Joe fan supporter, then I highly recommend it not listen to this. Click back. Don't even listen to it. That's why I'm already giving people fair warning. And like, oh, it's a basic rule. When I do a controversial vlog or I think it's controversial, I'll give any listener a warning. You can either choose to listen if you want to because you want to hear my opinion, or you don't, and you think I'm probably gonna be quote unquote a jerk to, like to say, Angry Joe. Then it's your decision. That's your opinion. It is what it is. But again, I am not warning people about it. That's why I'm saying this disclaimer. So again, this is gonna be a disclaimer because I am gonna do a controversial vlog, basically responding to Angry Joe's video on his Nintendo rant. So here we go. Here's my countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. So this is going to be a response to Angry Joe on his Nintendo rant. So for people who don't know what's going on, is he recently did another rant about Nintendo because if you don't know who Angry Joe is, he's a YouTuber, but he also works for the guy with the glasses and also for Polaris. And he not only, well, he likes to do stuff on YouTube, granted, but it's also that's his career. He works on YouTube making videos for the gaming community, and I have nothing against that. And like I said before, excuse me, I'm gonna say it again. I can't, I won't, and I will not ever gonna give my opinion, position, or believe if YouTube is a job or not. Okay, because some people say it is, some people say it's not. Each of their own. PewDiePie works on YouTube. Angry Joe, Boogie2988, Review Tech USA. They work with the network. They make money, and they say that's their living. Some people who makes money on YouTube, it's only a hobby for them. And I see some people, whatever. I'm not gonna give my position. Period. I'm not gonna give my opinion whether YouTube is a job or not. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna stay away from this because the problem with this is that even if you're trying to give your honest opinion, your basically personal opinion, people do get pissed. Excuse the language, but pissed off about it. A lot of time, what happens with push get to shove, they take it too personal, and I don't go personal there, so that's why I'm not gonna say anything about it. So again, who is this Angry Joe? Well, like I said, he works with or for the guy with the glasses, but he does video reviews, and he also part of a network with Polaris, so he makes money. He does reviews, he does let's play. Basically, he has a passion with video games, so there's nothing wrong with that. But one of my problems sometimes is when he starts going a rant, and the problem in this one is, excuse me, it involves, let's just say, it involves with money. So that's the sad part to some extent. Again, it's already controversial here. Again, if you're a fan, don't listen to it. Backtrack, because I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make a note of this. I am not a fan of Angry Joe. I have seen his video. I don't think they're bad, but I am not a fan of Angry Joe. I don't like the guy. Not a fan of his work, and maybe probably he'd be cool if I ever met him in person. But the thing is, what he does on YouTube, whether it's for fun or his career or whatever. Sorry, I'm just not a fan of his work. I couldn't really get into it, even informative. I just can't. Just not a fan of him. So there you go. That's my position with Angry Joe. So with that said, he did a video about, again, a rant about Nintendo. And when he basically ranted about this, and he done this before in 2013. If you remember, I did a video about how YouTube created a new system called the Content ID, which is when a company puts something that's a copyright, it gets Content ID, and then you can't monetize the video. And that's the key word in the problem, monetize. And again, it's also part of the key thing I also said was making a living on YouTube or not. I'm not going to give you the position, like I said. So basically what happened with this one is that he put up a Nintendo video, and then what happens is, Nintendo claim everything, so he can't monetize. So he gets, let's just say, and excuse the language, he gets pissed off. That's his deal with Angry Joe. One of the problems sometimes that for me, let's just say it really bothers me, and every time he does it, for me, he rubs me the wrong way. And again, apologize to any Angry Joe fan there. If it sounds like I'm insulting him, I am not. I'm being critical. This is a criticism. This is a business. If you say Angry Joe's a business, okay, I'm giving my opinion in a business level. I'm criticizing the guy in a business perspective. So he basically made a rant about Nintendo because he posted a video about Mario Party 10. And he liked the game, so kudos. I'm surprised he actually liked Mario Party. I tried playing Mario Party. It's a board game. It's not really my cup of tea. The only reason why Mario Party 10 is more popular now with the other ones is because of the amiibos. Now, because, well, you can use your amiibos on that game, which is, again, that's cool. What of it? And like I said, again, I'm not really a fan of Mario Party. That's why I like Amiibo, but I'm not going to buy Mario Party 10 just because there's Amiibo. Okay, so with that, what happened was, the minute he posted the video up, Nintendo claimed everything about it, and then Joe gets agitated. Okay, is it within his right to do it? Of course. Is this video? Is this YouTube? But my gripe with it is that every time he does it, he gets complained, oh, yeah, what are you doing? You're already making a lot of money, taking money from me like that. He kind of rubs me the wrong way, and let me explain this why. The way he basically complains and he rants, it sounds like, and I hate this word, but I'm sorry to say this, he sounds like, he's complaining, but more of, and again, this is a word I hate, he sounds like an entitlement person. Oh, I made this video, so I better make money out of it. It's like, okay, we get it. You're making a living on YouTube. You gotta make money. It's like, I guess. Because again, let's just say I don't work, hey, I have a YouTube channel, but like I said, for me, it's just a hobby to some extent. Even so, I'm able to, and ad enable, it's just, let's just say, just money on the side. I'm just making money on the side. That's it. It's not a job for me. It's more of a hobby. But the reason I treat it as a job to some extent, because I want to make it good. I want to take it seriously. It's fun to do. I want to make an improvement because you always want to improve for your passion. So again, maybe same to Joe, but every time, and he done this twice. He did it with Mark Arnett. The minute, oh, he got copyright, he just, like, he chose it to some extent a hiss of it. And then it's just like, oh my gosh. Oh, so the minute, the minute, the, the minute, oh my gosh, you get, like, the minute, oh, they claim copyright on your video, oh my gosh, you guys are jerk. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with Angry Joe, believe it or not, about Nintendo. The morality is really, really low. I'm a Nintendo fan, but even I know, I'm being critical to Nintendo, that they're out of touch. They're basically stuck in the past. They don't understand YouTube. Yes, that the morality is so low because again, there's an argument of morality versus legality, and right now, what I see Nintendo is their morality is really low, while legality is high. Why? Because they don't care if they're pissing people off. Again, excuse the language. Because, hey, it's not illegal. Oh, technically, legal issue is that's our material. It's copyright. And I have to agree. And props to Adam Sessler and Pat the NES Punk. I watched their video about it. Well, to some extent, claiming copyright on their product. And I listened to their position, and I have to say, props to those two. Adam Sessler basically said, yes, it is wrong, but again, you gotta keep in mind, it's copyright material. It's not illegal. They do have legal issue. And when he basically addressed about the YouTube content ID claim in 2013, guess what? He said it again. The big problem is, it's not illegal. Again, you're right. Oh, shoot, Nintendo have high morality, have moral. Should their morality level is high? Yeah, I believe they should be. And in that part with Angry Joe, I agree. They should be. But the problem is, it's called business. Sometimes it sucks. You got, as long as it's not illegal, hey, you got to make money. You got to do whatever it takes. So, in that part, whether you like it or not, that's how it is. It sucks. I feel for it, but again, you can't do anything about it. Same goes with Pat the NES Punk when he basically addressed about YouTube, Nintendo's YouTube partner. He basically said, yeah, it's copyright. And he even admitted himself that some of his videos are content ID claim and not strike. Content ID claim basically means you just can't make money out of it, but you can still put up the video. Even Pat said it. He even said it that some of his videos are content ID from what I heard. Heck, Miles 1923 and Yo Video Game, guess what? Even them admitted that some of the videos are content ID. Believe it or not, some of my videos in YouTube, the Megamix Game Showcase, guess what? Some of those videos are content ID because, again, it is their copyright property. You can, they own those property. You can't do anything about it. Do I own the game? Well, to some extent, I own the item, but the IP itself, no. That owned by the company. And it sucks, but that's how it works. It's not that, even I got friends on YouTube basically believe like, yeah, and I'm not the only one that basically disagree with Joe with his video. There are some people I talked to and they said, yeah, and they're even worse than, I'm just trying to be nice, but there's some people that basically calling him name and can't even respect the guy. Do I respect Joe? Well, that's a different story. But like I said, I'm not a fan of his work. Let's just leave it to that. So, again, that's a copyright thing problem. And my problem with Joe is, it's not what it said is wrong. Like, I agree with it said. Nintendo is stuck in the past. They they tend to piss people off. Not only because of content ID, which is the have legal right, can't do anything about it, but also other things. Trying to make product, but they make it extremely limited, creating false scarcity, creating false demand because they want people talking about it, not listening to their fans. Even they say we want this, we want that. That's why we will go to the competitors because Nintendo has some bad things that people talk about. Like I said, one of the things they're known for is they don't really tend to listen to their fan. To some extent, they don't listen to their fan. That's the thing. Because again, their belief is that, well, have you worked in a company before? Have you worked in a company for, do you know how the company runs? So, just shut up. Like another example was E3 2014 when a guy, I guess an FGC for the Smash Brother, basically asked Sakurai, hey, can I play one match with you on for glory? And if I win, can we help you bounce the game? And you know what Sakurai said? Oh, have you ever designed a game? I know there's some stories behind this. They have said like there's more than meets the eye, but the way I see it, that again, it is within Sakurai's right to say that because he have been in video game business and he knows how video game works. And you can ask him something like that. Yeah, I know it's a pride thing, but the bottom line is that even so, that he is within his right to say it, that he's a veteran. You can't be a douche about it because he sounds so. He sounds so douchey about that. So that's the thing. So again, back to Angry Joe. Again, like I said, I agree what he said about Nintendo, but the way his rant kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's kind of like for me the way I see it, like, oh, I can't make money on my video, so therefore I'm not gonna support the company. Again, it's within its right, but the way I see it, it's like, also you're just doing this all for the money. You can't even do this for charity or something. Which, believe it or not, he actually does. He does. I believe it. He does video. Like, he doesn't monetize all his videos, but the thing is that every time he complains because, oh, the content ID claim, he's just, I can't make monetize, so screw this. And screw this, I'm not going to put it up. And I know he's not basically like being entitled, but and I know the way the point is what he's doing is trying to fight the company. Again, that's fine. I can understand that. He's basically saying, hey, company, you're a jerk. You jerk. Guess what? I'm not going to support you. Okay, again, it's Angry Joe's right to do it. But the problem is the way he does it. It sounds like he's entitled. And as part of the gaming community, I'm sorry to say this, is that he's making the community look bad. Because now a lot of business will say, wow, look at this guy. He's complaining because he made a video. Oh, yeah, he wants money. He wants money out of it. Wow, so it's really all about money, and it makes again gamers look bad. And I am not going to that group thing. No, sorry, I'm staying away from that because I just want to play games. Okay, as Big I would say, I just want to play games, so I'm not going there. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes companies sees people doing that. It does reflect on the gaming community, but again, it's expected. That's how any community works. But again, I just can't really agree fully to what Joe said. I agree with the part about Nintendo about trying to screw with people because the morale is low. while their legality side, because what they're doing is not illegal, so whatever. And I even agree with Joe about like, oh, should Nintendo take a pass because how come EA, you complain about EA, but when it comes to Nintendo, oh, they give a pass. I mean, I did a history about Nintendo, why a lot of gamers love Nintendo, and then they understand what Nintendo is. And the gist of it is, they've been there longer. Without them, there wouldn't be a video game. That's it. So, I mean, in the end, Angry Joe, you do good videos. I think some of them, I think they got potential. I'm sorry that I'm not a fan. I have seen some of your videos. They are informative, but I just really can't can't get into it. Not really a fan of it. Nothing personal. Great that you do like Nintendo, of course. You know, I like Nintendo too. But the way you basically complain, oh, the minute I can't monetize my video, you start complaining. It's like you start like you sound so entitled, and that's kind of embarrassing for the gaming community because again, the same goes with what happened with the Mass Effect ending, with Left 4 Dead's multiplayer. You know it. Nobody can agree. But the point is, the problem is when you start complaining so much. Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again, and I kind of forget to mention this on the main video. And again, it's about not. Basically, I want to talk about also here, as I didn't forget to mention, was should you be working for free? Should you do this a charity or not? All right. Another thing I do, one of the defense people do say about Angry Joe, well, there's a reason why he needs to monetize his video. Like I said before, for him, even it's something that he likes to do, it is for him a living. That's how he pays his bill. That's how he put a roof on over his head, support his family, friend, you name it. That's why. And the one defense he's gonna say is that the video because the video he basically makes, the belief is I should at least compensate on something to make money out of it because I took the time to do the video, I took the money, which is the equipment, to make an improvement, to the necessity bill such as electricity, because in order to do the video you need electricity, internet, etc., etc., and that's costing him money. And you do gotta keep in mind he does pay bills, so at least he wants to get something back. That's the point. And I guess, like I said, people have said this in defense of people who make a living on YouTube. For every video that is not being monetized when it first comes out, that's basically money throwing away. Okay, well, I understand that. You're trying to, well, I hate, this is the word, that's why it's capitalism. Because you're trying to capitalize on your monetization on your videos. I get that. But once in a while, you can't always get it 100%. That's the thing I'm trying to also say. Like I said, to me, I got videos that had more views, but some of them were claimed. I can't do anything about it. I mean, again, like I said, it's not a living for me. And I understand that it's the company's IP. I can't do anything about that. But should you be working for free? I also understand that you shouldn't, because even Adam Sensor basically said that where push comes to shove, no one should offer their services for free if it's possible, and that's a keyword. You should always do it. You should always make money out of it or get paid for it. Because for every time you do it for free, that's a time wasting that you probably could go somewhere else and make money. I mean, the defense on that one, the counter to that one is not everyone has that luxury or option to do. The reason why some people are doing it as a hobby and they're just trying to do it to help the gaming community, it also help themselves, develop their skill. So when you say you go to like a job, trying to get a job or a career, at least you have something to show. Do show off like, graphic design or media work. Does YouTube help do that? Well, it's a 50-50. There been argument that well, good for you making videos, but does it really help you develop your skill? There are some it doesn't. again, each of their own. Like Archfiend basically said no, but there are people who, like Pat Yennispang even did say that like sometimes doing videos on YouTube, putting your design, editing them, show your artistic skill. It does help.